High atop one of the hills which ring the teeming metropolis of Gotham City, a large house rears its bulk against the dark sky. Outwardly, there's nothing to distinguish this house from many others. But deep in the cavernous basements of this house, in a chamber hewn from the living rock of the mountain, is the strange, dimly lighted, mysteriously secret Bat's Cave, hidden headquarters of America's #1 crime fighter, Batman. Yes, Batman, clad in the somber costume which has struck terror to the heart of many a swaggering denizen of the underworld. Batman, who even now is pondering the plans of a new assault against the forces of crime. A crushing blow against evil in which he will have the valuable aid of his young, two-fisted assistant, Robin, the Boy Wonder. They represent American youth who love their country and are glad to fight for it. Wherever crime raises its ugly head to strike with the venom of a maddened rattlesnake, Batman and Robin strike also. And in this very hour when the Axis criminals are spreading their evil over the world, even within our own land, Batman and Robin stand ready to fight them to the death.
These boxes are usually locked.
I know it. Captain Arnold, please.
Captain Arnold speaking.
I have a nice little package for you. You'll find it at the corner of First and Maple.
Heavily. Yeah, what's doing, Captain? It's the Batman again. He's at the corner of First and Maple. And this time, I'm going with you.
Calling car 67. 67.
That's us.
Go to First and Maple. A702.
I'm warning you. Dr. Daka will make you regret this.
Shut up!
Dr. Daka? Who's that?
Never mind. You'll find out. Let's wait around and see Captain Arnold's face when he gets here.
No time for that. Don't forget I've got a date. Let's go.
You'll recognize these as the last two men of the Collins gang. I know you've been looking for them for some time. They're Batman. P.S. The keys to the handcuffs are in this one's pocket. Well, it looks as though the Batman has done you boys another favor.
Yeah. You ought to put him on a force.
You find him. I'll put him on.
Come in.
Hello, Linda.
Hello. I'm just finishing up. I won't be a minute.
Oh, no hurry. I'll just relax a moment. It may settle my nerves.
Listen, will you keep your hands out of there? You've had your usual busy day, I suppose.
Yep. Up at the crack of noon, a brisk walk to the corner, and then the club for a rugged afternoon of gin rummy.
Maybe you'll be too tired to go with me tomorrow to meet Uncle Martin.
No, I'll be right with you.
Thanks. Oh, it'll mean so much to him to know that he still has his friends despite all that trouble he was in.
Only do me a favor. Let's not start too early. I'm always tired in the morning.
All right.
You're liable to carry that masquerade too far.
Think so?
Yes, I do. Why don't you let her know who you really are instead of letting her think you're just a good-for-nothing playboy?
Well, if she knew I was the Batman, she might worry. Not that she cares anything about me. Besides, on account of our special assignment from Uncle Sam, our success depends on keeping our identity a secret.
And suppose she asks you about your status in the Army?
Well, I always tell her I'm a 4F. That was fast.
Well, I don't keep people waiting like someone I know.
Read all about it. Read all about the Batman. Captures Collin gang. Extra, extra.
Hey, boys, paper.
Oh.
Extra.
The Batman is certainly marvelous, isn't he?
Oh, I think he's a show-off.
Oh, everybody that does anything is a show-off to you.
I can do things, too. I'll show you. I'll call for you tomorrow and take you to meet your uncle no matter how early you want to leave, even if it's before noon.
It's nice of you to make such a terrific sacrifice on my account.
That looks like Warren. Yeah, that's him. My old cellmate. Hi, Marty, old boy.
Why, hello, Foster. I don't...
I know. You didn't think your old pal would remember you, did you?
Well, I'm expecting my niece to pick me up.
Your niece? Oh, sure, I know. That's what we came to tell you. She couldn't make it. We're going to take you to her. Come on.
That looked like my niece in that car.
You're seeing things, Marty.
Stop the car.
Pipe down, Marty. You're going with us. Now sit back and relax.
Why, what do you want from me?
You'll find out soon enough.
Has Mr. Warren left already?
Yes, ma'am. 2 men met him and they drove off in a black sedan.
Thank you. He drove away with some men in that black sedan we passed back on the road.
We'll get in. We'll catch him before he gets back to town. Get going, Alfred.
Very good, sir.
I can't understand why Uncle Martin didn't wait for us.
Hey, that car with a dame in it's right back of us.
Step on it. We'll see if they're tailing us.
They're speeding up, sir.
Drive a little faster, Alfred. They're trying to lose us.
I have a strange feeling that Uncle Martin is in some kind of trouble.
They're gaining on us. Can't you get any more speed out of this jalopy?
Do you think we can catch them?
Sure, but I hope we catch them before some speed cop catches us.
They're out of sight. Release the gas and make the change.
Hold everything. I'm going to turn around. Here they come. Get down. They passed us. Didn't give us a tumble.
Well, let them try to figure that one out. They've disappeared, sir.
No side roads. They just seem to have vanished.
Well, Linda, I guess your uncle wasn't interested in seeing us.
I can't understand his actions. Well, I guess the only thing to do is to go back to the hospital and wait for him to phone me.
Yeah, and find out how he did that disappearing act. I'd like to pull it sometime when my creditors are after me.
This was part of a foreign land transplanted bodily to America and known as Little Tokyo. Since a wise government rounded up the shifty-eyed Japs, it has become virtually a ghost street where only one business survives, eking out a precarious existence on the dimes of curiosity seekers.
Now, this exhibit, my friend, was created by artists that know. Artists who have created some of the finest wax exhibits in all of England and France. Now, the price of admission is only 10 cents, plus 1 cent tax for Uncle Sam.
Not going to have any trouble with you, Marty, are we?
Not only entertaining,
Now you're being smart.
It's educational. All right, gentlemen, right up these steps. And if when you come out you don't say it's the greatest exhibit you ever saw, I'll refund your money. All right, folks, who's next?
Just a minute, folks. I know you two want to ride alone.
of the line, Marty.
Come in, Mr. Warren. The League of the New Order extends a cordial welcome to an honored guest.
The League of the New Order?
Yes, a group of men, all of them dishonored like yourself.
I'm not a criminal. I was convicted, yes, and sent to prison. But if the truth were known...
The fact remains that you have been dishonored. Exactly like our friend Mr. Fletcher here. An excellent architect, brilliant engineer, except that some of his buildings did not quite come up to specifications. May I also present Mr. Marshall, Preston, and Wallace. Now, they are...
What do you want of me?
I am Dr. Daka, humble servant of His Majesty Hirohito, heavenly ruler and prince of the rising sun. By divine destiny, my country shall destroy the democratic forces of evil in the United States to make way for the new order. An order that will bring about the liberation of the enslaved people of America. Each of these men, dishonored by your corrupt form of government, is a specialist in his line and have been especially selected by me to execute the orders I received from Tokyo. We need an industrialist to round out our circle. That is why I've selected you. If you cooperate with us willingly, you shall share in the glorious victory soon to be ours.
And if I refuse?
You have no choice but to accept. You will work with us or be compelled to work for us. Therefore, it should be very plain to you that you should be willing to help serve my glorious emperor.
Listen, Daka, for whatever your name is, I owe my allegiance to no country or order but my own. I'm an American first and always, and no amount of torture conceived by your twisted oriented brain will make me change my mind.
But you are laboring under a great misapprehension. I do not believe in anything so barbaric as torture. Well,
Bob!
Your former partner. He was our first choice for the position you are about to assume. Unfortunately, he too attempted to resist the inevitable.
Bob, old man. Don't you know me? What have you done to him?
Deprived him of his ability to think. I have converted him into a zombie. He can only act as I direct. You will notice the metal headpiece from which a wire leads to the spine. Now, Mr. Warren, I would like you to look at this special microphone, the only means of communication with a zombie. When I speak into it, this slave gets the impulses through the headpiece and obeys my wishes. By this means, I have him carry out my orders no matter how far he is from me. Interesting, isn't it? Wells, return to your station. Now, what is your answer?
It's still the same.
Marshal Foster, take him to my electronic laboratory. Patton Jones, the door. I'm not going to destroy your brain at this time because you have information which I must have while you still have your memory.
I'll tell you nothing.
Fletcher, serum. Have you ever heard of the truth serum, Mr. Warren? It's one of the New Order's favorite weapons. Hold him. Mr. Warren, you are one of the men who endowed the Gotham City Foundation. Therefore, you should be able to give me the information which I need. How much radium have they on hand at the Gotham City Foundation?
Several grams.
Where do they keep it?
In the safe behind the picture in Dr. Boyden's dispensary.
Do you know the combination?
No, I do not.
Preston, lock him up. Fortunately, I do not have to have the combination.
But how are we going to crack it? What do you want that radium for?
I will show you. Captain Jones, the block. Gentlemen, this is the new order, secret weapon. Marshal, give me a capsule. This weapon employs an infinitesimal amount of radium. It is a small yet deadly forerunner of the atom smasher, which, when perfected, will smash anything that lies in our way to victory. Allow me to demonstrate its destructiveness. Place it and return to your station. I would step over this way, gentlemen, if I were you. Foster, I want you particularly to see this. There are several adjustments for power on this weapon. However, the weakest will suffice for this operation. Preston, step back and observe. Now watch what happens to that solid block of cement. Gentlemen, this block was originally concrete. What? Yes. Now you understand why I must have more radium.
Why, sure. With more radium, we can build a weapon bigger than that gun.
Exactly. We can build a lethal mechanism so destructive as to make retaliation by the United Nations impossible. However, this weapon will suffice to open the safe at the Gotham City Foundation. And I am giving you that assignment.
We've been back over an hour and he hasn't called yet.
Oh, don't worry about your uncle. I'm sure he'll call you sometime today and explain why he didn't wait for us.
Maybe he's in conference or something.
If you'd gotten up a little bit earlier this morning, we would have been there in time to meet him.
From now on, I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm going to be very dependable.
Seems to me I've heard that line before.
Well, this time I mean it. You just tell me what to do and I'll do it.
All right. The first thing both of you can do is to get out of here and let me get my work done. Dr. Borden's going to be here any minute, and I've got an awful lot of typing to do.
Never mind the details. We can take a hand.
Wait, I got an idea. Why not call the prison? Maybe the guard there knows who the men were that met your uncle.
Why, that's a splendid idea.
See, I'm beginning to be dependable already.
Oh, I don't mind robbing the safe, but what have we got to take this zombie with us for?
One reason is he's strong as a bull. Another is that Daka can switch on that magic eye and watch him. Us, too, if we're close enough to him.
I'm afraid we're going to double-cross him, is he?
He's probably got that set focused on us right now.
Thank you very much. The guard doesn't know who the men were.
Well, there goes that idea. Well, we better get out of here and let Linda get her work done. Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.
Everything's on schedule. There goes Brennan with the truck.
Look, that's the car we were chasing this morning.
Sure looks like it. Those three men just alighted from it, sir.
And Martin Warren isn't with them. Come on, I have an idea the Batman should look into this.
And don't forget Robin.
Alfred, drive into that alley and put the top up.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Borden, this experiment.
Take her in the other room.
What's going on here? Why, Dr. Hayden, my old colleague. What are you doing here? Ah!
The laundry bag.
Get something to stuff it with.
Right.
Let's get out of here. Right.
The Batman. Come on. Get him. Behind the chimney.
Marie, get the police here quickly.
Section 1, go ahead.
Dr. Daka, the cops are heading for the hospital.
You get the radio.
Yeah? I got the stuff. It's in the truck. I'm starting back now.
Return at once. Head and leave the roof. Head and leave the roof.
Daka, the sinister Jap spy, believes Linda knows the whereabouts of the powerful radium gun. And what about Linda? Can she escape his evil clutches? Don't fail to see The Bat's Cave, Chapter 2 of Batman at this theater next week. Prince Daka, sinister Japanese underground agent, has conspired to steal a cache of powerful radium. But Batman and Robin crash into whirlwind action.
Let's get out of here. Get the gun. Right.
Nice work. You all right?
Sure. Some fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, grab that gun. Go ahead. Come along, fella. You're going with us to the Bat's Cave. Here we are, home sweet home. Make our friend comfortable. Don't you like our little place? We think it's very cozy.
What were those?
Just some of my bats. Hope they didn't disturb you, but you see it's nearing their feeding time.
You don't mind being left here alone with them, do you?
I'm sure he won't.
Wait a minute. Don't leave me here alone. I'll talk. I'll tell you everything I know.
Where were you going with that radium?
To the house with the open door. That's a fluff joint.
Who hired you?
A guy named Smith. A medium-sized fellow with a mustache. Sandy hair and about 40 years old.
The name sounds phony. That description would fit 100 men. You've got to do better than that, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Guy had a knife scar on his right wrist.
Oh, that's better. What's his racket? What do you want radium for?
I don't know.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. I only do what they tell me to. Don't press that.
Ah, what do you know about this?
That's what was used to open the safe.
You know where it came from?
No.
Well, make yourself comfortable while we're gone.
I've told you everything I know. Don't leave me here alone.
Don't be afraid of my little friends. They don't bite. That is, unless I tell them to.
It was the hour of doom when the curse of the Tottenhams struck, and even now the clock was striking. 1.
Oh, it's you.
You're off the beam. Why don't you look at your face before you start bonging? 1 o'clock. Rodney Tottenham, after an exhausting day of search, suddenly awoke from a fitful sleep and reached over toward the vase on the table, when suddenly, electrically and without warning, it was shattered. The curse of the Tottenhams!
You frighten as easily as our spineless friend downstairs.
And we only had to use a few of our tricks to get him to talk.
Thought you'd given up detective stories and mystery novels.
Oh, I have, sir. But things were getting a bit dull here, sir, and I was just sharpening my wits. If I might coin a little joke.
Well, get the car. We have a delivery to make.
Yes, sir.
Good night, boys. Nothing sacred to them drunks. Right in front of the station. Another package from the Batman. This ought to tickle the old man.
Come on, you.
Well, here he is, Cap. And this note was pinned on him.
Linda Page can identify this man for you as an accomplice in the uranium robbery and the hospital murder. Batman. You know, sometimes I wonder what you two birds would do if you didn't have the Batman to help you out. At least I'm glad you had sense enough to bring him in off the street. Lock him up in my favorite suite. Go on, get out of here and try to find a clue. And wait a minute. If any reporters come nosing around here, don't try to take credit for the catch. I'll do that myself.
Due to the stupidity of one of our members, we have temporarily lost our secret weapon.
Well, I didn't figure on running into the Batman.
The Batman, a bungling amateur. I have made plans to take care of him, but my first objective is to get back our radium gun. It was lost at the Gotham City Foundation. An employee perhaps may have found it. A young lady, Miss Linda Page, who happens to be Warren's niece, is employed there. She would know.
Then let's question her.
We will arrange a meeting with her to discuss this matter in private.
You think you can fool that Page dame?
Why not?
Well, she might know her uncle's voice too well.
How could she? He's been in stir for 5 years.
Dr. Borden's office?
Hello, Linda. This is your Uncle Martin.
Oh, Uncle Martin. Where have you been? I was so worried that something had happened to you.
But I want you to meet me tonight at the Blue Parrot. No, dear. But please come alone.
All right. Just as you say. At the Blue Parrot at 9 tonight.
Hello.
Hello, Bruce. This is Linda. Uncle Martin just telephoned me.
Oh, he did, eh? Well, I knew the old boy'd show up sometime.
I'm meeting him tonight at the Blue Parrot.
Well, that's fine. I'll go with you. Well, all right, then. But I'm very disappointed. I've been resting up all afternoon to get myself in condition for a dance or two. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. But he called on me today to meet her at the Blue Parrot. He wants her to go alone, and I don't like that. Well, that doesn't stop us from going there by ourselves, though, does it?
Not a bit.
Now, this will do nicely. She's sitting over there. Her uncle hasn't shown up yet.
Should we go over and say hello?
No, she made it plain she didn't want us.
Beg your pardon. A phone call for you, Miss Page. Mr. Warren. The phone's on the line.
Thank you.
See where she goes. Don't attract her attention.
Hello. Hello, Uncle Martin. This is Linda.
Why did you leave her? I didn't want you to lose sight of her for a moment.
She's gone.
Alfred, you see Miss Page come out of that restaurant?
No, sir. And I was watching like an eagle.
Just as you told me, sir.
Get in, Dick. We got to work fast.
Where are we going, Bruce?
We're paying a little visit to the House of the Open Door. This is the place, all right. Give me those papers, Alfred. We'd better take out our radio transceivers just in case.
May I go along, sir?
You'd be more helpful if you stay here.
Oh, but if trouble comes, I'd be a great help. I'm strictly, as you say, on my heels, sir.
You mean on your toes, Alfred?
Oh, yes, that's it, sir. On my toes.
Go ahead.
Paper, paper, get your paper, read all about it. Paper, paper, get your paper. Paper, paper, get your daily record, read all about it. No trace of missing in. Get your daily record. Paper, mister?
Stay outside and keep me posted.
Okay. Paper, paper, get your paper. Daily record, sir?
Looking for a room? No, I was supposed to meet a guy here, just waiting for him.
Paper, mister?
Yeah, I'll take one, son.
Thanks.
Bruce.
Yes?
Man with scar on wrist just entered.
Good work, Robin.
How about a bid? Got anything on the top floor?
You'll have to register. That's the law.
All right.
Room 50, third floor.
She won't tell us a thing.
She'll talk, all right. Don't worry. Bring that lamp over here.
Paper, mister?
Let's get back to the car. We've got to work fast. Alfred, as soon as we change to Batman and Robin, pull down the alley and around to your left.
Yes, sir.
That lighted window on the third floor is the location of the room I saw Skyris go into. Get the rope, Dick. Alfred, drive down the alley and turn the corner. Well, let's take...
Come on, quit stalling. Where's that radium gun?
I don't know anything about it, I tell you.
Oh, she's fainted.
Get some water. smash. Watch that door. I'll cover the window from upstairs.
You got to get her out of here. No, not that way. Wouldn't stand a chance. Out the window. Go ahead, I'll follow you.
Daka and his New Order conspirators have lost their secret and powerful radium gun. As they attempt to recover it, Batman interferes.
Smash! Watch that door. I'll cover the window from upstairs.
You got to get her out of here. It's out the window. Go ahead, I'll follow you.
Well, no one tried this door.
Oh, I know it. They got away with the cable.
Well, Daka will be pleased when you report that to him.
I did my best. Anyway, I'm not afraid of him or any other squint eye. As soon as the gas clears, I better get rid of that equipment in there. The Batman will probably tell the police about this place.
I think she'll be all right now. If you need me, I'll be in the dispensary.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're a stupid, bungling fool to let that girl escape.
But as I explained, the Batman interfered.
Silence! Now, I'm sick and tired of that alibi. The Batman is a rank amateur. He cannot measure up to any one of you. Get rid of him.
That's easier said than done.
Silence! Now, Mr. Warren, do you still refuse to become a member of the League of the New Order?
I do.
Oh, that is too bad. Then the responsibility is yours. Take him to the laboratory. Patton Jones, the door. Resistance is useless, Warren. I suggest that you adopt an attitude of fatalistic resignation.
You underestimate the American will to fight, Daka. We fight best on the face of your so-called inevitable.
Oh, you do? Well, we shall see about that. Proceed, gentlemen. Preston, the bell. Stand back, gentlemen. One more chance, Mr. Warren?
No.
Oh, too bad. So sorry. That is all, gentlemen. Martin Warren, stand up. Walk forward. Stop. There, gentlemen, is what happens to the American will to fight. Follow me, Warren.
I just heard the police raided the house of the open door. But unfortunately, they found nothing suspicious.
I didn't think they would. Our only chance now is the ad we put in the papers.
Think it'll work?
I hope so.
Oh, the Cave of Horrors, my friends, it's sensational. It's amazing. It's astounding. Something that you'll never forget as long as you... How are you, brother?
Hey, you're not closing up for the night, are
No,
you?
sir, my friend, we never close.
That's
No, sir,
good.
that's all right. We stay open night and day for the duration, my friends. We feel it's our patriotic duty to show the public how to act. All right.
Good news, Chief. The head of Group 22 reports that the supply train is going south over the shoreline at 10 p.m. tonight.
The shoreline? So good, huh? Ah. That means it must pass over the Westgate Bridge. So nice. Since we lack the radium gun, which was inexcusably lost, we must employ this to blow up the supply train. Of course, it will not be as efficient, but...
Listen to this, Chief. Found. Near Gotham City Foundation. Odd device shaped like some strange gun. Owner may claim same by applying at room 802 Godfrey Building or telephoning Rochester 1166.
Very interesting.
I telephoned as soon as I read it and made an appointment. Although the fellow said he couldn't see me till 10 o'clock tonight.
Obviously, the Batman is trying to set a trap for us. We will catch him in his own net. Since he expects us at 10, we will surprise him at 9. Obtain the gun and then use it to blow up the train.
What train?
There's no time to explain now. Here, put this map in your pocket. Brennan will explain later.
I won't miss out on this one.
I wouldn't. Pick up Brett and Stone to assist you.
I better take that along in case we don't get the gun.
Yes, and remember, if it is the Batman who has the gun, he must be destroyed.
Make sure they haven't got a lookout posted.
I'll let you know when it's all clear.
Now, that's all right, Alfred. Snap into it. They may be here any time.
Oh, yeah. But it's only 9 o'clock, sir.
I know, but they might be here ahead of time to catch you snapping. Get ready to do your stuff. I'll be right outside to give you a hand in case of trouble.
We haven't got time to wait. We'll go in.
Come in.
How do you do? Did you have an ad in the Lost and Found column?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm the owner of that article.
Oh, you are, eh? A most unique object indeed. Now, if you can describe it to me, and are willing to pay a suitable reward...
We'll just skip the description and the reward. Hand it over.
Oh, that's a pistol you're pointing at me, sir.
It sure is, buddy.
I wish you wouldn't do that. It makes me very nervous.
You'll be more than nervous in a minute if you don't hand over that radium gun.
Well, you see, it's like this. I haven't it with me.
Come in, boys. Search the place.
Give me Scotland Yard. No. Give me the police. Oh, give me anything. Please, hurry. Yes, I'm being murdered here. How many did I kill?
7.
But there were only 4 of the ruffians.
You killed 3 of them twice.
Where are the bodies?
We threw them out the window.
Why don't you let me know they were coming?
I only saw one of them, and I followed him. It was a plan to draw me away from the entrance of the building, and I fell for it.
Lucky you did. You saved my life on the roof. Let's look for some identification.
Here's something.
A map of the Shoreline Railroad. That circle around the Westgate Bridge. 10 p.m. scribbled in the margin. What time is it?
9:34, sir.
That gives us only 26 minutes to find out what they're up to.
What makes you so sure it means 10 p.m. tonight?
I'm not, but there's nothing like making certain. We haven't time to explain to the police. We'll have to leave by way of the roof.
The bridge is over that way. Turn off the road.
I don't see them.
Well, they got quite a start on us. I'll tell you where to turn off.
Okay.
Now that the guards have been attended to, this shouldn't take long. Brennan, you give me a hand. Stone, you and Brett stay here and keep a lookout.
Okay, but hurry. That train's about due.
This is all right.
Say, I think I hear that train whistle.
It's just your imagination. My nerves are shot, too. Hey, you did hear it. Let's get him out of there.
That's her. We got plenty of time.
Hurry up, let's get out of here. It's coming.
You go ahead. I'll only be a minute.
All right.
The Batman!
Get off the trestle. I've almost got it loose.
Is Daka throwing Martin Warren to his horrible pet alligators? And will the Jap spies force Linda to give them the receipt for the vital radium shipment they plan to steal? Don't fail to see Slaves of the